I have to attend my own dinner. So I apologize if I leave early. But ironically, the last time I was on this stage, I was standing right here accepting a full ride with the Air Force RTC at Carolina. I also went to East and I graduated, like I said, well, to Carolina. And now I'm a junior there. I'm a media production major. And the last time, like I said, I was on the stage, I accepted a scholarship. And every stage that I've been on from then until right at this moment, I've been joined by a nationally recognized music artist. Big Sean, Macklemore, Ryan Lewis, Talib Kweli, Lecrae, White Panda, Mike Stud, various Warner Brothers artists, you name it. I've actually started my own company. It's developed over the past couple of years in Carolina. We're about 50 members strong. We have contracts with Warner Brothers, Red Bull, Reach Records, and several other companies, and over 45 different music artists from across the country. And I was actually in the position of a lot of these other students here today. As when I was a junior at East, I took a videography course just to fill my schedule, and I caught an interest with it, decided to make that my major, decided to tell the Air Force I wasn't going to fly, I was going to shoot videos instead, and here I stand 4 years later in Carolina. So, I want everybody to close your eyes, bear with me, I know it's a cliche. Everybody has a dream. You close your eyes, you can see it. You can visualize that end game, that victory, that success. Now imagine waking up and realizing that that dream is no longer enough. You want more, right? That's change. It's that thirst for a reality that is far greater than the satisfaction from just seeing yourself in the limelight. You actually have to live it. The dream can be had by anyone. Anybody can sit around and say, I want to make movies. But the memory has to be made. If you think that every great person who's ever accomplished anything sees themselves as a champion in the reflection of their trophy, you're wrong. They see it, they decide, the day they decide that that dream is no longer enough. The day that they decide to change. Now I'm going to tell you a quick story. If anybody in here has heard of Aaron Thomas, it's one of his go-to stories. I look up to him. He's the most famous motivational speaker, E.T. the hip-hop preacher. So, talks about this guy's a success guru, right? Knows everything there is to know about chasing your dream, going after it, getting it. And this businessman comes up to him and says, hey, I want to learn how to be successful. What do I got to do? So the guru says, you want to learn how to be successful? You meet me at the beach tomorrow at 6 a.m. So the businessman said, you got it. So he shows up next day at 6 a.m., all dressed up at the beach. He says, I'm ready to learn how to be successful. What do I got to do? The guru says, follow me out in the ocean. The businessman says, crazy. I showed up here to learn how to be successful. You want me to come out to the ocean? He says, follow me out in the ocean. So the businessman walks out, in his nice gentleman's suit, gets up waist deep, and the guru says, follow me out a little farther. And the businessman said, all right, fine, whatever. Comes out, he's shoulder deep, right? Guru grabs him and holds him underwater. He's drowning. The businessman's freaking out. He's struggling, he's moving, he's fighting it, he's trying to get up. There's one thing he's trying to do. Anybody? What is he trying to do, the businessman? Breathe. He's trying to breathe. So the guru lifted him up. And he said, that feeling that you just had, that when you had no other distraction, no other thing on your mind, every part of your being, every part of your body was focused on one thing, breathe. That's how bad you got want success. You got to want it as bad as you want to breathe. Now, can anybody tell me, when you wake up, what's that one thing that everybody has to have right off the bat? No, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me until I've had my cup of what? Coffee, right? Everybody has to have a little caffeine use, right? I'm more a Red Bull guy. So, I'm going to tell you today the 3 things that you need before that cup of coffee. The 3 things that will really get you through your day, that will really amp you up, and will really bring you for a life of success. So the first thing is opportunity. And I'm not talking about the opportunities that are like, if your school, if your college, or if your business is like, hey, I have this thing I want you to do, or I have this event you can take advantage of, or this club you can be in, or this sports team. Those are great. I'm talking about the opportunities you create for yourself. When you look at your schedule, when you look at your 24 hours, and you say, okay, here are the holes in my schedule. What can I do to get one step closer to that dream that no one else has done, no one else has thought of, that I can create? That's opportunity. So everybody has toothpaste, right? I've got a tube in my house. Everybody tries to get the most out of it, right? You squeeze it, you put rubber bands on it, twist it, whatever it is, punch it. I have this little device that goes on the bottom, and it squeezes every little drop out of that tube of toothpaste. The tube of toothpaste is like 24 hours. Everybody has a tube of toothpaste. Everybody has the same 24 hours in a day. You look at the famous people in the world, right? Oprah, Donald Trump, whoever, your favorite athlete, favorite music artist, whoever you look up to, they all have the same 24 hours we do. They all have the same lifestyle, same opportunities. But they've taken advantage of some, they've created some, and they're squeezing the most out of that 24 hours. That's where they're at right now. Second thing you need is motivation. You can't go to Target and say, I want 4 packs of Drive right now. Can I get that? Drive comes from within. Motivation comes from here. It's built inside. And it feeds off of outside sources. So again, whether that's a famous music artist, for me, if that's Eric Thomas, the hip-hop preacher, if that's a teacher, a best friend, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, an older brother, whoever it is, find some outside sources and develop that internal drive. Because when you look at your schedule, like I said the first thing, you're creating those opportunities, you need to have something that's going to push you through them. Because you can't just look at the opportunities and say, oh yeah, it'd be nice if I did A, B, and C today. You got to wake up and say, I'm getting it. And I know that sounds easy, but the thing about motivation, the funny thing about motivation, is that it's not about getting hyped up when it's going right. It's about getting hyped up when everything is going wrong. I'm going to say it again in case you missed it. Motivation is not about getting excited and wanting to do what you want to do. If it's a film videographer, if it's a doctor, lawyer, whatever your dream is, it's not about getting hyped up about that when things are going right, when things are going as planned. It's when you wake up and you're tired and you're not ready for the day and you're just as equally amped up to go out and meet. That's motivation. The third thing you need is perseverance. And I know, again, these are just, they sound like standard words, but if you really think about it and embrace it, think about what I'm saying when I say opportunity, motivation, and now perseverance. It would be a lie if I said that life didn't have struggles. I'm only 21 years old, and I've already figured out that life ain't rainbows and cupcakes, okay? You're going to have mistakes, especially if you get to college. Let me tell you, you're going to make some wrong decisions because you're in a nice little gated community bubble of safety and ease, and then you go out in the real world, and everything is up to you. And no one's going to tell you what to do or how to do it, and you're going to have to make some decisions, and you will make some mistakes. I've showed up to concerts and performed missing equipment. I've recorded entire music videos on mute, okay? I've made bigger mistakes in life. I've let down friends, I've let down girlfriends, I've let down best friends, I've made mistakes in my job, I've missed due dates, I've doubted my faith, I've let down my network, my family. It happens, okay? You have to look at it and you can say, all right, I made a mistake. Am I going to get hung up on it and I'm going to let it affect the rest of my future? Or am I going to learn from it and persevere? And I'm going to throw another slang term out here for you. Everybody has their haters, right? Everybody's got haters. The funny thing about success is the more people you influence, the bigger you get, the more haters you get. I know I sound like some kind of like hip-hop artist, like, oh man, I got haters, right? No, real talk. The more people you influence, the more people that are going to look at you and say, I wish I could do what he's doing. They'll either take it as, I feel like I can do that too, or they'll take it as, I don't like this guy. Who does he think he is? Filming music videos in college. What kind of thing is that? That doesn't have a future. That's not what college is set up for. You're supposed to go and get a 4.0 GPA and graduate like everybody else. What are you doing wasting your time making all these videos? They're not even that good. You just made this, simple little nobody video for this nobody crew, this nobody musician that I don't even like, that supports something that I don't even like, etc. It goes on forever. Everybody has their haters. You can listen to them, or you can show them that they're wrong. Because I've had plenty of people that have told me, when I first got started with music videos, my freshman year in college, when I looked at my schedule and I said, all right, where are the opportunities? Okay? Because the very first night of college, when all the high schoolers came in and we're all freshmen, right? We're all in this big fishbowl, everybody went out and partied. But I stayed in my dorm with my best friend, Rob Jones, and we watched this How Bad You Want It video, the story that I told you about the success guru. And I looked at him and I said, Rob, for the next 4 years, we're going to change the world. I said, that's where you're going to go right. We're not doing anything else. We're going to find our passion and we're going to chase it like our life depends on it. And that was our opportunity. Our motivation was that we were going to do something that nobody else had done before in college. We weren't going to be the people that just graduated with a degree and a lot of real fun memories on weekends. We were going to graduate knowing we made things for the university, I made things for Warner Brothers. And Carolina said, no, you're not good enough originally. And I said, no, I'll show you other ones. The system that I'm talking about, I don't mean this in a hipster way. The system is my motivation. The fact that you're supposed to graduate from East and then get to a college, pick your major, whatever it is related to whatever business that you're supposed to intern with, and work your 9-to-5 job for the rest of your life. I don't want that. That's my greatest fear, is settling. I don't want that. I don't even want to settle in the college life. I want more than that in high school. In high school, I was doing what some of these Envision kids were doing. I was doing things that no one else was because I saw a dream that no one else saw because it was mine, and I was going to go after it like my life depended on it. And I've done that to this day. And 4 years later, I'm telling you, you can already do something amazing because I've already run my own business. And I turned 21 today. Like I said, my greatest fear is waking up and realizing that I settled for average. My other fear is that there's a compromise with my dream or the others around me and their dreams. Because nothing makes me want to cry more than see somebody give up on their dreams or let something else take it away from them. Drugs or alcohol abuse, the wrong crowd, the wrong environment, they're all easy things to fall into. But the worst of them all is a complacent mind. If you didn't catch that, I got an analogy for you. Everybody here likes Lay's chips, right? Okay? You eat one Lay's chip, you're done, right? That's it. No. You eat more. That's their whole slogan. You can't just have one, right? You eat one, you're hungry for more. Same thing goes with success. You accomplish one thing, you've got to be hungry for more. When I made my first music video, I was like, oh, I can't wait to do another one of these. I didn't just sit back and say, that was pretty cool, right? I'm done. No, I said, what can I do to get one more step closer to that music video goal, that producer life? One step closer. And even now, I'm setting up a concert. I'm working on a concert with B.O.B. next week. My last concert was with Macklemore, Ryan Lewis for a crowd of 20,000 people in the PNC Arena. And I'm still saying, what can I do to go one step farther? What can I do? Because by the time I graduate, I want to have so much on my plate. People look at me and they say, that guy did something that nobody else had ever done before. And on that note, I'd like to end with one more thing. And that's humility. Nobody likes a bragger. Nobody likes to feel insignificant. You need to encourage others to believe that they are equally as capable to accomplish whatever dream they have and embrace the differences. You need to lead by example, but don't lead with pride. Don't let yourself get too high in the clouds. Lead with humility. You think this is an advertisement for Bilko Productions, the company that I run? Like I have all the answers. I'm standing up here like, oh, I'm 21. I know exactly how life is supposed to be lived and exactly how to get here. See, the thing is the minute you say I have all the answers, and I'm speaking from experience, the minute you say you've got it under control, the world has a really funny way of proving you wrong. They need you. So don't get too hyped up with everything. Stay motivated, but stay calm. Everybody has a dream. Everybody needs opportunity, the motivation to pursue those opportunities, and the perseverance to go through it when things aren't going right. Those are the three things you need. Now,